All right, so it says we're live. So welcome back, everybody. It is April the 28th, 2024, 7 p.m. Eastern. If you're watching this back later, by all means, leave a comment. We'll respond to you. We're going to start this out like we do every week. Can you see and hear us? Because sometimes technical gremlins get us, and apparently I'm going to be tongue-tied tonight. So it looks like we already got quite a few people in the house. Big shout out and thank you to Adam, who looks like before the live stream even started, gave some memberships out to some
Thank you,
people.
Adam.
That was so sweet and kind there, Adam. You're always taking care of us and looking out. We will have a pretty sweet members update. May post it tonight or tomorrow on the big outdoor area and the massive project that's going on in there. So we'll give some sneak peeks behind the scenes there. So thank you so much for that.
Everybody says we're loud and clear.
All right, good deal. So y'all, let's just go ahead. I see a lot of y'all talking about the tornadoes and everything else that's been going on. All good down here in the South. I know a lot of y'all just dealt with some crazy and major storms. We're praying that all y'all are okay. We know that some lives were actually lost in this super big tornado outbreak that happened. To be perfectly honest with you, I don't watch no news, nothing. I cut that out of my life years ago. So I only see stuff that pops up on my social media feed. And I just started seeing some of that today. I don't even really know when all this stuff happened. And I see a lot of y'all talking about Arms family, Sulphur, Oklahoma took a massive hit. I just started seeing some videos earlier. I reached out to Daniel this morning. He's probably inundated with so many phone calls and cleanup and so much stuff going on. He just said they're good. They put a Facebook page or post out. The family's okay, but the town was pretty much obliterated, including like their merch shop and everything else. But y'all, those things can be replaced. It's the people that really matters. We took a direct hit from a tornado 4 years ago. Nothing like these things that you're seeing on TV, but it changed our lives, scared us to death. And at the end of the day, if you can walk away from that kind of stuff, that's ultimately what it's about. So our thoughts and prayers go out to everybody that's been impacted with crazy weather the last few days. So I see everybody wishing Tiffany a happy birthday. It's actually next Sunday.
Yes, next Sunday we can celebrate.
Yeah, but you're more than welcome to go ahead and wish her a happy birthday tonight. I see Miss Sharon's
Thank
birthday
y'all.
is also this week. So
Well, happy birthday,
yeah,
Miss Sharon.
happy birthday to you. So thank y'all so much for that. I think we're going to be doing a live stream next week. Are we? That's totally up to you. We got
Yeah.
okay.
I mean, we can always play it by ear up until Sunday, but as of right now, yeah, we can do it.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
We got some things going on next weekend. We got company and all that stuff, but I think our Sundays will stay free and clear, so we should be able to celebrate her birthday the actual day of with y'all. So thank y'all so much for that.
Cinco de Mayo.
Yep, Cinco de Mayo. So if any of y'all are new tonight, here's just kind of our weekly recap and what's coming up the next week. This is nothing like the videos that we post and all that. And let us know if you're new as well. I think I already see a couple names in here I don't recognize. We got some very friendly people here. We always call this our family. Everybody's so nice, sweet, reaches out. It's just a great community of people right here. So Crystal says, isn't your birthday on Saturday? Nope.
May the 5th.
May the 5th. And I'm pretty sure that's next Sunday.
Yes, it's
Yep.
next Sunday.
All right. So Lance wants to know, Lance, Andrew, and a pile of people, what's for dinner, Tiffany?
All right, so we are doing steak bites and mashed potatoes. Mashed.
You know what?
Smashed.
Mashed
Smashed.
potatoes. I didn't even ask you what you were doing tonight. I had no
Oh.
idea. I know it's going to be good no matter what right there. Oh, goodness. Oh, Robert said one of those tornadoes hit Jimmy Houston's ranch. I had no idea on that as well, which I know he's up in Oklahoma as well. Hopefully he's all right. I've watched Jimmy for a long time. I used to watch him a lot as a kid with all the bass fishing and everything else. All right, let's scroll on down here and catch some of these. So I think I seen somewhere, even though I done lost a comment, that Zoe said hello. Hello,
Hi,
Zoe. And let's see what else we got going on right here. Where's this at? I lost the comment. Oh, this happens all the time. A pile of them popped up, so it is what it is. So, David, thank you so very much. He says for Tiffany's birthday dinner, we were absolutely,
Thank you, David. That's
yeah,
so very nice.
that is so
Definitely
kind.
gonna make Andrew take me out to dinner
Yeah.
at some point.
All right, so thank you so much for that. We're for sure going to be taking her out.
Thank
So we truly do appreciate all of y'all that's going above and beyond. We don't expect it, but y'all are so kind of sweet to us. So speaking of, there's Christine that just gifted out 10 more memberships to people.
Oh, wow, thank you.
That is so awesome. And like I always say, congratulations, people who got a membership, whether you wanted it or not. You at least got it for a month. So you may see some little sneak peeks behind the scenes stuff
Yes,
pop up there.
Andrew's finally getting on that big project and
What do you
getting
mean
it.
finally
No, I
getting onto
mean
it? I've been working on it.
getting towards the end of like the biggest one
Yes.
that you're doing right now.
Yep, the
So
big centerpiece out there that needs to be put in place before we do all
yeah.
the landscaping and everything else, the big pit and cooker and all that stuff. I should have it wrapped up in the next couple of days. I can't work on it all week long because we have life just like everybody else, errands to run, things to do, other stuff, and other content to get out. But I think I'll have it wrapped up this week. It's going to be a monster centerpiece. I'm excited to share it with y'all, but it's going to do some unique things, probably some things y'all haven't seen before. At least I certainly hope. It's going to be a really cool
Yeah, we
centerpiece.
can't wait.
Yeah. All right. Let's see what else we got going on here. I just seen a question from Chris. Can't wait to see what this question is. Andrew, have you thought about powder coating the trim on the outdoor kitchen? So that's been brought up a lot today. I would have to strip all this. I'm honestly not familiar with powder trim, but can you powder trim aluminum was my question. I guess you probably can. It's all about roughing the surface up. Some people were saying you can apply powder coat and maybe hit it with a heat gun. That may be something to look into. I'll probably have to really tape off this whole area, spend a ton of time sanding all this stuff down. That's going to be a nightmare, no doubt about that. So I will look into it. I'm assuming you powder coat aluminum just fine. I don't see why not. But I've never actually did powder coat before, so y'all could answer that better than me. But I will eventually start looking into some options for it as I look around and seeing little chips everywhere. That's been the only complaint thus far of the outdoor kitchen, and we were never even supposed to have painted trim. But if y'all remember in the build episode I did on this, I got shipped in the wrong trim, and I was on a time crunch to get this done. So instead of shipping it back, I just took the wrong color they sent me, sanded it down, painted it, and it's held up quite well. But we've had enough traffic out here that over the years,
Wear and tear.
yeah, pots, pans, cups, zippers, all that stuff. Dogs. Yeah, eventually it gets chipped and falls off. But I will be looking into another option for that. Let's see here. Okay, well, so Lois says, wow, Andrew and Tiffany, today, what an awesome video. Your home build update was terrific.
Well,
love the tour.
Thank you.
Yes, so thank y'all for watching that video. There's quite a few people seem to be interested in it. It's already gotten thousands of views in just a few short hours. We made that video because y'all asked for it over the last few weeks, so we figured it was time to kind of sit down. Yeah, I'm glad we did too. And doing the drone imagery, now y'all can see the way the landscape and other stuff looks, and we'll need to do probably that again as soon as we're done with the big outdoor area, because the yard's going to look dramatically different yet again here, hopefully over the next many weeks, and we kind of wrap that area up. So a lot of stuff over there. Excited to kind of get that build series further along. So Glenn says, I still want to see how Tiffany folds y'all's bath towels.
I love that comment.
That was a funny comment today.
Yeah, so I actually found a video online. I stumbled across it probably on like Facebook Reels, probably about a year ago, and I was like, that'll be perfect because those cabinets are so narrow, and I'm like having to stack all those towels in there. So yeah.
Yep. So maybe we might get her to show that. That would be like something worth showing on a reel one day. I know people aren't crazy about the reels, but yeah, we might can. Well, I know, but you can show it to our viewers, I guess. But
And
it's
what's funny
definitely out there.
is, as soon as I was laughing about the comment and telling him, he pulled up his phone probably 10 seconds later, and it was a tutorial on how to fold towels like that.
Yeah.
So these phones aren't listening. I don't know.
Like, why did I, of all people, get suggested a folding towel reel? And I'm like,
I was like, oh, let's just show Andrew. Yeah.
Oh, I don't know how to fold them things.
Oh yeah, you can't fold even a washcloth.
I can wad stuff up real good though and shove it in the drawer. I'm really good at that. I hate folding stuff with a passion. I don't know why, but I hate it. Justin, thank you so very much. We truly do appreciate your donation there.
Thank you, Justin.
Oh, then he did another one. Holy smokes. Then it says Tiffany's birthday dinner.
Oh, thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Yeah, we're definitely taking her out and gonna treat her. Oh man, thank you so much for that. Back to back, Justin. You're awesome. So Danny, you got a point there, and we'll try it. He says you've got brushed and metal and stainless all over, stainless doors and other stuff. He says, why don't you knock the paint off of this? Even though this isn't stainless, it kind of looks more gray, matches like the black stone handles and all, and take a look at it. I may sand it down and look at it. Once I decide that I am going to repaint it or maybe powder coat, we may look at doing that. That's still going to be a tremendous amount of work too, and not damage the tile and stuff. So
I guess whatever's going to be easiest and hold up to wear and tear.
Oh, well, just getting it back to bare aluminum is going to be the best, but I don't know that I'm like
and
that.
And you can't even remove it now, can you?
Oh, no, it's tiled in. Yeah, that's the bad thing about this stuff. You absolutely cannot remove it. So let's see here. Question: how do you keep track of all the different things that you have to do? Sharpen mower blades, maintain solar panels, grease tractors. to use something to keep track of recurring projects. Oh boy, not
It's
really.
all up here, jumbled around.
This
And
big old noggin of
Tiffany.
mine. I do keep a running to-do list, which has about 40 to 50 projects, but honestly, I keep that list going more for the fact of content creation because I've got to create content or the business doesn't work. We don't make a living. As far as just what's constant to do, no, kind of fly by the seat of my pants, with the exception of typical maintenance like oil changes, filter changes, things like that. I do keep a running list on my phone on that, of hours or mileage, but everything else, I just kind of have a routine in my head and know whenever to go out there after it. But keeping track of hours will normally take care of all your little maintenance things, even down to greasing and other stuff like that. But with that said, my list is always a mile long and I can never get it done. But I guess that's a good thing. We always have stuff to show and share. Uh-oh, Mark says there is no sound. Hopefully y'all can hear me okay. I'm always so far behind. Mark, looks like other people saying sounds fine to them. Maybe exit out and come back in, or there is mute buttons on these. You might actually have the mute button turned on. You can do that on all YouTube videos.
Yep,
So
they said just Mark.
okay. So Lance, thank you so much. Birthday dinner for Tiffany and more electrical. Lance is always wanting the electrical, and everybody's telling Lance
Dang, you're
no.
gonna have to take me somewhere real fancy.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
you'll have to get dressed up in a suit.
Oh, I
And
don't know about all that now. I don't know about all that now. Let's just do normal clothes. As fancy as they'll let me get in with normal clothes. I hate dressing up with them. Y'all are being too kind and
Thank you
sweet.
so very much.
Thank
Yes,
thank
wow.
you so much. All right. So question, garage doors ever get greased? As Mr. Jimmy. They have not. And I've got one that is mighty loud and I need to get out there and grease it. What? See, y'all just have nothing to talk about now since we got the bat houses up. So Miss Lee said that was a great video. 2 years went by really fast. It has flown. It seems like it was maybe a year ago we got moved in, but that's how it is, y'all. Time flies. I used to be in my 30s. Now I'm in my 40s. Boy, that sure flew. Getting into the house, and before you know it, we've been in here 5 years plus, and yeah, that's life, right? You can't slow it down. Excuse me. So Eric asked, are we going to do the live on her birthday? As of right now, we are. We do have company and other stuff going on that weekend. If any of that runs long, we'll be sure to put out a memo and let you know. But we're pretty sure we're going to be here next Sunday doing that.
That's the plan.
Yep. So how is electric fence doing? Has it kept the bull out? Thus far, yes. Electric fence, I haven't seen nothing get in. Hadn't really seen much sign of the bull the last few days, although I think I see where it got around the pool. I don't know if that's old sign. Yeah, very aggravating situation, y'all. But the electric fence, nothing's got in the garden since, and I'm starting to get little cantaloupes and watermelons popping up again. It's starting to be way too late for them to pop up. I may have just been way too late this year, and I hate that almost all of them got stomped in. That's extremely frustrating, but I guess that's life. Right? I could think of worse things that could happen. All right, Mark says, I went out and come back in. Now it's fine. There you go. So now you can hear us. All right, so Renato says, hello from Brazil. Keep working hard. This inspired all of us to do the same. Awesome. So thank you for watching all the way down there in South America. We truly do appreciate you, and we're glad that there's inspiration on the channel for you. Yeah, Big Brother hears it all, says half pint. Isn't that the truth? So Dino wants to know about the chickens.
Yeah, they're still doing their thing, trying to be broody. And I was just about to the point where I was going to dunk her in the water like everybody suggested. And then I asked somebody last night that's had chickens all of her life, and she's all up in age now. And I'm like, what do I do about this? Like, what's going on? She said, do you have a rooster? I said, yep. She goes, get rid of the rooster. She said, the reason they're doing that is because of the rooster. She said, if you get rid of the rooster, they will not do that anymore. I was like, okay.
Oh boy.
I said, but I really want to keep a rooster around just in case.
We want to hatch some more or free range them. And
you don't need a rooster.
I know you really don't. We're going to have to really think about that. And I had to go out there and get her off of several eggs today. She's out there just laying on them. So we got one that's dead set on being broody.
And then the other hens are wanting to kind of pick on her. So I have to go down there and like supervise and let her eat and drink because there's like 2 of them that are trying to like pick on her now.
Yeah, but then another one got picked on the other day. It's just the way chickens do. Now there's a new one that'll get picked on occasionally. It's just they sense any kind of weakness. It's just what those animals do. They'll pick on one. Like I don't think you can ever stop it. Yeah. I'm starting to think that's just the way chickens are. So what's coming up next? I'm assuming you mean projects. We got to stay 100% focused on this big outdoor area. That's going to get the majority of my time and attention for probably the next couple of months because there's so many massive parts of it. But then we can start using it. Then we got to get into things like, a little fenced in and landscape areas where people can stop driving on my septic tank.
Yep, and then you gotta get into the solar that you're gonna put on
Yep,
the outside of the fence.
that's gonna be part of that project.
I can go on, but we we gotta do the pump house.
Yep, we got to do that.
So we'll be doing that too.
That's kind of
You gotta
all
do
part
the
of that.
solar for the pool.
Yeah,
which I
well, I'm
guess
going to
that'll kinda
trench and
tie
run
in,
things,
yeah.
and I want the house and shop tied together now so they can kind of feed each other off
So
of
we have some
solar.
things that are coming ahead of, some other bigger things that we have in the future. But
Yep.
yeah.
1,000,001 things are coming. How about that? All right, let's go on down here. I want to see Andrew in a suit. Let's do that 200K.
Ah,
Did I say I'd get in the suit for 200K? I don't remember, but I guess I will. Yeah, y'all get us 200,000 subscribers. I'll.
all right.
Do I have an old suit though? I ain't buying a suit. I don't.
You do.
Never
I
gonna
don't know
wear.
if you fit in it. Well, I'm being honest. They're like 20 years old.
You're saying I'm not the same size I was 20 years ago?
Probably not.
Ouch, man. That hurt.
No.
Oh boy. Tough love.
I
Tough
just
love.
mean like you were a lot younger, like grown into your shoulders.
Yeah, you know what? Foot and mouth. Don't worry about it. Yeah, don't worry about it. All right. So somebody says if there's no pictures of the bat houses, it didn't happen. I've done shown y'all a picture of the bat house. You should have been on that live stream. I absolutely did. So Lois says the bull will give you some good fertilizer. Your garden will thank him. Well, that's the problem. When he got in the garden the other night and stomped down all my new little plants, he actually did leave a lot of fertilizer in the garden that was full of corn seed. So I kid you not.
Gosh.
So I'm probably going to have corn
Yeah.
plants popping up all there too. Like, I mean, he literally got in my garden and fertilized it. I'm like, you couldn't have went anywhere else. Like, this is just
Ruger
aggravating.
says hi.
Yeah. Hey, Ruger, you done eating your bone? I don't even know if they can see him. Yeah, they can barely see him right there. You got some energy now. He has
Yes.
slept all day long in his sandbox over there. She come outside earlier and he was snoring like
Wow.
crazy. All right, let's see over here. Can you see Andrew with a bow tie? No. I can see me in some boots and jeans at the most. How about that? Let's go on down here and catch a couple more of these. Separate the rooster to another pen, says Mr. Jimmy. That's kind of what we've already done, although it's a pen inside of a pen.
Yeah.
Problem is the ladies dig underneath and go see him, but he won't dig himself out. Like he's happy in his own little pen. But I don't really want to designate any more of my barn area to yet another chicken pen.
We would have to put that other pen back up.
Yeah, and that's so small. I hate to really get him all in that, but yeah, I know. The heck with him, right? He's being so aggravating.
It's either get rid of them or keep them. I mean,
yeah.
What do you do?
Right. Mr. Mike, thank you so very much. He says, happy birthday,
thank you,
Tiffany.
Mike. Oh, thank you
They're
so
hooking
much.
you up tonight. That is so
All right,
kind and
suit
sweet.
and tie dinner.
Oh, I don't know about that. We're just gonna get you a nice dinner. You don't even want to go place where there's suit and ties. I don't. Well, yeah, I know, but do you really want to go place with suit and tie?
I don't even know anywhere around here.
Exactly. I don't think we ever went there. Trust me, what stuff costs nowadays, we can go to a plenty fancy enough place that'll let us in jeans. I promise you. And then somebody else says, all right, if they keep doing this, we're gonna have to go do breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't imagine Andrew in a suit. It's not my thing. I've wore them back in the day, but that's just really not my thing. This little bee needs to get going on right here. Suit with flip-flops. That sounds more like it.
That would probably be something he would do.
Or suit with boots. All right. So Glenn says he's lost so much weight the suit would be too big for him. Oh, thank you. I haven't lost that much weight though. I have lost 23 pounds, but back in the day when I was wearing suits, I was like, about 40 pounds lighter than I am now. That's crazy to think about.
Yeah. And you were a lot younger too, so.
Yeah, but I quit growing at like,
I know, but
16 or 18.
Get muscles.
Well, you quit growing height-wise and you start growing out this way is what happens as you get older. They say you quit growing, but no, you don't. So Robert wants me to go out there and grab the electric fence to prove to us it works.
Andrew does not like anything electric. He won't even let me put the tens unit on him hardly.
Well, they're going to say that's a lie. All he ever does is electrical videos. I don't like getting shocked.
Well, yeah, that's what I mean.
I hate getting shocked with a passion. It is not for me at all. Like I dread it, and I don't like lightning, and I'm in the wrong state for that. Like I don't like anything that could potentially shock me. So I'm very careful when I'm doing my electrical stuff. So Shane says, very interested in the connection of the shop to the house. My shop and house are on the same meter. I've been wondering what the options are. So that's very normal. Most people put a 200 amp meter at the house, trench underground to their shop, and the shop runs off the house, and they'll do a 100 amp service out there. The reason I did 200 amp at the shop back in the day is because that's the only way. The shop was built way before the house, and that's the only way we can get power here. Plus, I thought that I wanted to keep a meter out there and 200 amps of service because I knew I was going to get into metalworking and a lot of heavy duty equipment. Not that I necessarily need 200 amps. I just don't know what I might need down the road. But I think I can get away with trenching a 100 amp cable, which I already have, from the house to the shop, and putting in a 3-way switch in there so I can run the shop off grid on solar. And if for any reason I need to go back to grid power, something happened to solar equipment or a bunch of cloudy days, I can just flip the switch back to grid, run it off the house, or I can do that when I'm doing heavy duty work, welding and other stuff, and don't really want to tax my solar inverters. So looking forward to swapping all that over. And at that time, I can just go ahead and pull the meter out that I already have out there, and that saves me an additional $30 a month that the electric company charges. So I'll save money in the process. That's where we're eventually going to head, but I got to trench a bunch of wire and stuff out there. I got to trench. I think I'm going to trench the pool pump all the way over to the shop and run the pool off of solar, but we're going to do all this after we add the several thousand watts of new solar panels out here. And I know I've got the power to run the shop, the freezers, the AC, the pool pump, which uses a ton of power throughout the day. We're going to try to get all that to where it's no longer on our electric bill and save some big money. It'll be a fun episode as well. I've already got all the panels and other stuff. I just got to get all this outdoor area done so I can focus on what's going to go on behind it. Okay, Adam, thank you so very much. Man, you are being so kind and generous tonight. He says the biscuits turned out, birthday drink fun right there.
All right.
Why am I always lost every week? The biscuits.
Maybe he was talking about cooking biscuits up top. I don't know.
Yeah, I may have missed that part. Thank you very much, Adam.
For the donation so much.
We appreciate you so much. You can get you a sangria or whatever it is that you want.
I'll do that.
Yep, she always enjoys those whenever we go out to fancier restaurants, not suit and tie restaurants. I'm assuming we might go get some Italian food or something.
Seafood, Italian. We'll see.
Boy, Italian sounds really good, but the short weekend, we did just do seafood. Yeah, I know. We would need to go back to that one Italian joint that we went to a while back with our friends. That was actually really, really good.
That would be good.
But again, your choice, your choice. I'm not shoving it. Everybody's going to crawl me. What are you doing picking? We love the same types of food. Okay, let's scroll on down here. I didn't miss something else, did I? Okay, no, I'm caught up. I'm good. So Sam says, y'all have a nice property. Hope we can get our 2.5 acres looking good over the next year or two, moving around in June or July. Love from West Texas. Awesome, Sam. Well, best of luck. Yeah, developing your property. Such an exciting time when you're moving into that. I was talking to somebody else today that's about to do I think it was 6.5 acres. It's so cool getting a raw piece of property, or even something that's already got structures on it, but you can develop your vision, your plan. Like, I get just as much enjoyment out of planning something as I do bringing it to fruition. Obviously, that's the ultimate goal and what you want, so you can truly enjoy it. But don't overlook, don't rush it. Enjoy the whole process. We really have, and we still got big dreams and visions for this place. We're nowhere near done.
It's exciting.
What's that?
I said it's exciting.
Oh, I thought you said they're fighting. I was like, the dogs or something? What's going on? Okay.
Bullet's down there licking grease from the grill.
All right, cleanup crew. That'll be just fine. Okay, grab another one here. Where is? Oh, this keeps jumping me around. This is so aggravating. Oh boy, here we go with that belly flop thing. Oh, come on, I don't feel like doing a belly flop. Maybe, how about for her birthday next week? I'll do belly
really?
Flop. I guess I'll come out here in my swimming trunks and all. Wait a minute, what's the temperature gonna be next weekend? I mean, it's Florida. It should be hot. All right,
you said it.
Yeah, so here's what we'll do. Birthday weekend next weekend, we're gonna have a little fun. I'll come out in my swimming trunks and be ready. I got leather belt on today and stuff in my pockets. No.
They're gonna hold you to it.
I know they're gonna hold me to it.
Doesn't matter if it's rain or shine.
At least that maybe might get them off my back tonight. But now I'm saying I'll actually do it, and we'll have fun on your little birthday weekend right there. And I won't get in my birthday suit. Can't do that, or we'll get banned. All right, so update on when we can expect the Monster Grill Smoker video. I am going to do my best to pull it off Wednesday or Thursday. I typically don't post on Thursdays, but I've been really behind on posting here lately because I've been working on massive projects. So, man, I struggle with it, y'all. I want to get y'all several videos a week, but when you get on this big stuff that takes days and days and days, I can't get content, or either I have to stop working on it, which is what I've been doing. So I'm going to work on it hard tomorrow. Then I have to kind of season it and prep it and do everything Tuesday, assuming I can get it done. And because I know y'all are not going to let me post that video, and it's going to be a big video without showing some sort of cooking on the end. Now I got to take extra time, probably Wednesday, to do a little cooking at the end. We're not going to do a whole cooking episode on it. Those are coming later before I get you the video out, which means I realistically probably I can't edit it. That's going to be a massive video to edit, get it all done, and get it ready to post by Wednesday. So I may have to do like an odd Thursday post or something, unless I can pull it off, get it to you Wednesday. But it's coming this week. I do have accessories and add-ons for that grill in the future, so we're going to be revisiting it. Got some really cool ideas for it. Where I've got really cool ideas for the rocket stove. So we got so much more stuff to build. It's going to be fun. But we're wanting to go ahead and get it out here, get it functional, and get it as part of our landscape, so we can finish the landscape around it.
Yeah, we want to get all the hard work stuff done before the summer
Yeah,
really
before
hits.
it's 95 or 100 degrees. Oh my goodness. So coming very, very soon. All right, where's this one at that I was going to answer here? So who asked this? Lois asked, question, is Tiffany home full-time now? Let's go ahead and address this
Yes.
because occasionally I'll see it come up, and we always talk about y'all our family, y'all our community, and we tend to have more intimate conversations here
Right.
on Sunday Night Livestream than we do in the videos. Now, we talked about potentially announcing some of this on a video, but y'all, we don't want it to look like we're pushing it or being boastful or
Right.
we just don't want to look weird. I didn't really feel like we needed to blast this in a video.
Yeah.
So we just were talking about it's time to go ahead and share this. Yes, we brought Tiffany home full time. So happy, there's her birthday
Yes,
present.
my birthday present is me coming home full time.
Happy
Yes.
birthday. Yep, she has walked away temporarily. We're doing this on a trial basis. This is very sketchy and very scary because social media, affiliate sale, all the stuff that is our income with this is so cyclical. It's so wild. More at different times of the year, more at different times of the month. You one month you think you're doing amazingly well, and the next month it can go down 50%. Like, you have to really budget very well to do this kind of stuff for a living. So we've been talking about this for quite a while. We have allowed Tiffany to step away from her job. We promised ourselves we would do like a 12-month trial period to kind of see, y'all, this is a crazy election year and other stuff going on. We don't really know what's going to happen. The channels are growing. Just to be honest, I know we're doing a YouTube live stream here. Our Facebook has grown dramatically, so that's made us feel a little more comfortable about attempting this.
Yeah, but anything can change at any time.
That's right. So we're kind of giving it a 12-month trial. That's what she did for me a long time ago. And I said, I think I want to attempt this YouTube thing. This was years ago. We did a 12-month period, and we had expectations to be at a certain amount. Otherwise, I couldn't walk away from my job. So we're kind of doing the same thing again. So she's going to be on some more content, but what's been really a blessing and helping me out, what we're trying right now is she's been responding to more emails, helping me out. She's been doing a lot more comments, especially on her other social media streams. She's really helping. She's helping with all the animals projects. You see her mowing more and doing
all the
stuff.
extra chores
Yeah,
to
she's
like
helping me
give
with the
him
garden.
some more time. Yep.
That's right. So what that's allowing me to do is it's freeing me up time to get on bigger projects, to do some more editing. We just started another channel recently. So even though it looks like I'm making less content here, I'm making more content as a whole. So it's been such a blessing having her here. And ultimately, we can get her on some more content. And which we think is going to help the channel. I mean, I think they'd rather see you than my ugly mug, right? So it's got to help the
Both
channel.
of us together. Yes, working together.
Yeah, so you're going to start slowly seeing her venture in more of that, but I promise you, she's helping out huge behind the scenes. This is a business that people just don't
because of all
realize.
of y'all that have
Yes.
supported us. And I mean, it's just amazing that
Yes.
this could even be a dream of ours and
Yep.
a blessing, huge blessing.
So thank y'all so much. I mean, we never asked for all these donations and things y'all are doing, but y'all, it helps. It 100% helps. We don't ask for y'all to do all of the affiliate stuff that y'all do, shopping through our Amazon, everything else. It helps. We don't ask for y'all to buy merch. Well, I will say, we actually don't make money on merch, but there's been a couple months that we have before. All those little things. But the biggest thing is just simply watching us, sharing our content, allowing the channel to grow, and tolerating a few ads here and there, y'all. I get it, but it's honestly how we make a living and get paid. We really work this thing 7 days a week, and there's so much behind the scenes stuff. It's a legit business.
And we have tried to set ourselves up for debt-free life so that we can, do things like this too. So we busted our butts over.
We did.
And
we still do.
10 to 15 years to get to this point. So it's a big blessing.
Yep. We don't y'all see it.
I don't take it for granted at all.
Y'all hear us talk about it. We've saved for what, close to 15 years. And built our house, so we saved a ton of money. We're mortgage free. We don't have vehicle payments. We drive old trucks. You know, I'd love to have a new truck, but we can't have all that debt and stuff going on and take risks like this. This is a heck of a risk. But again, it's y'all supporting us. Y'all, we just can't thank you enough. We're so blessed. And we did want to share that with y'all. So when I see Miss Lois ask, we figured it was time. It's the next few months is honestly going to be very scary because we've actually got some other really big plans. We're probably going to take some risks this year, even though I'm concerned about where this year's headed. But
business decisions.
Yes, business decision. I have found out in this industry, you know, you've got to either some people fake it till they make it. I can't stand that. Or you've got to constantly reinvent the wheel, invest in yourself, invest in the channel, make some exciting content, attract new viewers, or you just don't make it.
Or take risks. You said risks?
Yeah, okay. We're absolutely going to be taking some risks. So we've got some big things in the works. This is going to be a very scary year for us, but we appreciate y'all's support. We need it so much because, and by support, I mean just watching and supporting us. That's what we ultimately need to let us know that we're making the right decision. So yeah. Yep, she's home.
Very excited to be home.
Yep, and excited. I think it's a heck of a relief for her because
my health has been better.
Blood pressures are down.
Yes.
Yep. Y'all, her last job, she loved it with a passion, helping people, but it was a demanding job and extremely stressful at times. And it was starting to get unbelievably stressful because some people were walking away with that job and it was putting a big load on you. And she was starting to get spread out, driving hundreds of miles a day, which was never part of the agreement when she signed on there. And I think it was the right time. I can definitely say your stress seems a lot better. Yeah, she's a lot happier and healthier. Now we've recently just kind of walked into this. Like I said, we're on a trial period, but
my eyes are watering, by the way, and it's not because I'm crying. It's just a fan.
You should be. Welcome home, baby. Let me bump this camera up right here. All right, we talked about that forever. Let me go down and grab some comments. So, yep, we got that out. And I don't know that we're ever going to blast that on a video or push it. You know,
stay humble about it.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Stay humble about it, and we cannot thank y'all enough for allowing us to do this. Some people are going to be, you know, we know some people are going to be bitter about it. Oh, must be nice. Yeah, I get them comments all the time. Can't hide money, this, that, and the other. Those people just, oh my goodness, I hate that they feel that way, go through life that way. And those people also don't have a clue.
Don't even know
what we've done to get here, and they don't have a clue about how amazing y'all are to get us here. So thank y'all so much. All right, let's go on down here. So, yes, Cash, are you on tonight? Everybody's looking for you, Cash. Where are you at, buddy? Y'all, I'm so far behind on comments. I'm just going to have to jump on down here. What will you do when you're all done, Andrew? Asked Crystal. I will never be done. I have got my father in me. He's been retired for years now, and he's got to be up and got to do something every single day. I will never be done with anything. Eventually, I'll be done with social media, you know. Who knows? I hope that's a long time down the road. But as far as projects, and I've got to stay mentally motivated. I got to be outside doing something every day. It's just the way my brain works. I can't just really sit around and be like, all right, worked hard, I'm just gonna kick back and relax. That drives me crazy. So never done, absolutely never done. I need to have that on it.
No, y'all don't even know like how his brain works. It is just constantly thinking of new things, and I'm like, all right, slow it down.
Yeah. Holy smokes. I didn't realize it shot me to the bottom again, and I just missed an unbelievable amount of generosity here.
Yes.
Wow. Oh, okay. Gosh. I see up top what's going on now. Y'all.
Yeah, it bounced you all the way to the bottom.
It did. And
I make sure you haven't missed.
I can't fly past all this. Y'all. Thank y'all so much. And I did not say everything we just said expecting this, but y'all were so kind.
Oh my goodness.
Shane, very, very generous here. Says thank you for all the helpful videos and chat answers. Happy birthday, Tiffany.
Oh, thank you so much. Wow.
You're welcome. And thank you for recognizing we do try to go above and beyond and respond to every single comment. And it's extremely difficult to do. And inbox messages and oh my goodness, we get emails and all that stuff. Sometimes we get a little behind. That's life, but we do that because we appreciate y'all so much.
We really do.
It drives me crazy on channels that I see that take zero time to respond to the people that's helping support them and helping support their dream. Like we don't take it for granted.
We wouldn't be here. So.
No, we absolutely not. Thank you so much, Shane. Truly do appreciate you. Adam, always so kind and so generous. One of the most generous people I've ever met. Says, welcome home, Tiffany. Thank you. Thank you so much,
well,
Adam. We truly do appreciate
Adam
you.
the Santa.
Yeah, old Secret Santa right there. So Lois says, I like how you talk together in front of the camera. You compliment each other very well.
Aw,
Really
thank
love how
you.
Andrew looks at Tiffany to include her when he's rambling. And she says, I don't mean bad. I do like to
It
ramble.
does try to include me.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, this is both. I know y'all see my ugly mug on the channel the most, and it's kind of about building and that other stuff. But she's a huge part of this, y'all. Whether it's behind the scenes or in front of the camera, absolutely huge part of this. It's a team
I just don't
effort.
like to talk a whole lot.
Yeah, and me either. I can't
I'm
stand talking.
trying to do better though.
You are doing better.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're getting more
Okay.
comfortable in front of the
Okay.
camera. Yeah, you're
I'm
absolutely
trying.
getting better.
And now that I am home, I think that once I'm on more videos all the time, I will be more comfortable. It's like when it's spotty here and there and I'm not really on it, I'm not in the vibe.
Yeah.
And now that a lot of the stress is gone, I can kind of focus and, relax a little bit. Whereas I just always felt uptight. I felt like I wasn't ever done getting stuff done and
Well,
doing stuff.
and a lot of people didn't see that. So we used to get asked a lot in the past, why is Tiffany never on camera more? Because Tiffany was gone in the morning, traveling and doing therapy all day long in people's homes and getting home anywhere from 4 to sometimes 6 or 6:30. Her day was always all over the place. And then y'all get it. There's still a life there. They're still cooking. They're still cleaning
Well,
and
I had to
everything
come
else.
home and actually do
Oh yeah, she
paperwork,
had to come home and
notes
do
for hours.
notes
Yeah.
for free, by the way.
Call patients for the next day.
Yes, build your
Yeah.
schedule for the
So it
next
was
day.
a lot. And at one point I was doing 3.
Excited and on content with me
Yeah.
after you've had a day like that, and then you
Exactly.
still got a full day ahead of you. So that's why you've mainly just seen me, because that's the way it had to be. So because of all your hard work for the years and all the jobs, we've been in a knuckle down, pay stuff off, and kind of allow you to take this risk along with me now. So very proud of ourselves. Josh, thank you so very much. You've always been so
Oh,
kind too.
gosh, thank you so very much.
Y'all, we don't
Wow.
expect this, but thank y'all so much. She says, congratulations to be
Love.
able to come home. Tiffany's cooking channel fun. Speaking
Yes.
of, so as part of some of the risks we're taking, we're going to take bigger risks this year. I think we're really going after some big stuff this year. But the outdoor area, this was kind of why we started building it and developing it. Not only can I build some cool stuff, which those videos do well, y'all like watching that, but that's a good way to introduce Tiffany to the channel more. People are always asking for cooking videos, and honestly, historically, cooking videos don't do very well. That's okay. We'll make content that you want to see that maybe don't pull in a bunch of new viewers.
And we wanted to do something completely different. Is that where you were getting?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, that's okay.
We wanted to do something completely different. So it's not just me in front of y'all see me in front of the Blackstone all the time. So this is going to be just a lot different.
And it's a good way to introduce you to talking to the camera. We're going to do some unique cooking along with builds, and then DIY and fabrication and adding accessories.
All the daily chores that we do into it as well.
Yeah.
And our gardening into it. And
All of our firewood that people love
Yeah.
watching, that's what's going to fuel all
It
this.
just made sense to do it that way.
This is going to tie everything together, and I think y'all are going to understand. And we're going to do some really cool, not your traditional cooking that most people are probably thinking, oh, that's boring, I really don't want to watch that. You may, when you see that it's on a device that we've been building on the channel, and you got
And a lot of it's
wrapped
going to be
up in.
new for us cooking.
Oh, yeah, absolutely it is. Especially this new device I'm cooking. I ain't never cooked on nothing like this before. I'm excited. I'm really excited about this new cooking device. You're going to see it this week. I hope y'all was excited as I am, because you're going to see it a lot more whether you want to see it or not. So thank you so much, Josh, Mr. Larry. Thank you so much. Help Tiffany stay home fun.
Thank you, Mr. Larry.
Well, I didn't say we're on a trial period for y'all to do that, but it's just because the year we're going into, and because it's
don't know. And I mean, we realize that if things were to change, that's what we would need to do. So
we're not going to let her drop her license or nothing like that. But if we
always
can
keep up my
continue
license,
and continue to grow these channels and all, we should be okay. And as long as we make wise and smart financial decisions too, I want a new mini excavator and new truck and all this other stuff, but some of that stuff just can't happen. That's probably not very smart business decisions. So we will continue to make purchases and do things, and it'll look wild and crazy, but we truly are doing them with the intentions of, we can create content off of this. It can be a business decision. It's cool. We can most likely get it paid for. That's the ultimate goal, and hopefully pay us back some. That's just kind of the risk and gamble you always take with this social media stuff. What's going to work, what's not. Some things you think are going to explode, they don't. And then some things you do, like one of my biggest videos ever that's been one of my most profitable is how to install a toilet flange. I'm like, really? Like, that video won't die. I'm like, boy, sometimes you just don't never know what's going to work. And then you build things like the ice maker. And I just knew. I remember telling her I'd never had a 1,000,000 view video. I was like, this should be it. And it just was dead forever. And then all of a sudden one day, boom, to the moon. And then the
Yeah,
whole
it took a
channel
while.
kind of got pushed off there. So it's a roller coaster ride, but it's a really, really cool ride.
So go back up to Roger's comment.
Right here.
Yeah.
Okay, so Tiffany, congratulations. How about making some more content for the Kelleys Outdoors?
And we
That's
plan to
exactly
do
right.
that. Yeah.
So that's why we've been hinting around the last few weeks. Y'all keep asking about it, and we keep telling you we do have intentions to make more. Now, at the end of the day, we got like five channels. I've then lost count. So we got to kind of spread our time out. There ain't so much time amongst all of them. Once some of the massive projects get done and I start doing little fun building projects, that'll free up an extra day or two of the week to go do some fishing and crabbing and maybe some cooking off property on some of these devices and stuff like that, that I think y'all will be really interested in watching. So we do have plans for that. That's why we've been flirting and hinting around that we are going to do some more outdoor stuff. I know y'all asked for that a lot, so let's do it. So Rob says, good for you, Tiffany. Congratulations to you both. Hard work pays off. Hard work does pay off. And I
Yes,
want
thank
people
you.
to understand that. We were down in the dumps years ago, broke as could be in a pile of debt. And we
Yeah,
finally
if you really want to know, go watch our
watch our podcast. And
about
oh boy,
it.
we should have said that. Now Chris can be like, what's the next podcast? But we do have some podcast videos explaining all this. But y'all, we finally made a mental decision. This was what, 10, 15 years ago, that we weren't doing this no more. Hard work, exactly right. And no matter what you want in life, hard work. Go for it. Hard work is typically rewarded. It usually is. So go get it if y'all got a dream. So Half Pint says, take her to Angelo's in Tallahassee. So good. Angelo's.
There's an Angelo's in Tallahassee.
The only Angelo's we know is the seafood Angelo's down at Panacea, and that boy, everybody loves that
I'll have
place.
to look it up.
Yeah, well, is that like, I'm assuming, Italian joint? That's not the one Italian place we ate at. The one that was Ricardo's.
No, the last one that we ate at
No,
was
not that
Little
one.
Italy or
Yeah,
something.
yeah, Little Italy's good, but remember we had at Ricardo's, and then he moved across town, and
Yeah.
we haven't found his new place. We need to try out
Okay.
Ricardo's too. We love Italian
I'll
food.
look into it.
Yeah, Mark, thank you so very much. Oh my goodness, y'all have been
Oh, thank you,
so
Mark.
generous tonight. He said, you got this.
Wow.
We're going to do our best. We absolutely are.
Y'all are being so generous.
My
Wow.
goodness, are they? This is absolutely insane, y'all. So Shrimp Outdoors says, congratulations. So happy for you both. I remember the day I quit my day job and never looked back. The only regret I have is not quitting sooner. You and me both. If I had known the opportunities in social media, I would have done this years ago.
Yeah.
But with that said, things worked out the way they were supposed to.
Absolutely.
I used to have a really good paying job at the mill, although it ate up my entire life, shift work, just working holidays, everything, on call 24/7. But that really good paying job allowed us to save, work hard, pay a lot of this stuff off. And then it was a stepping stone, a launch pad into social media where I was making nothing. Man, we were taking a big risk, but I knew if I invested that time, energy, and effort into it, that something could potentially happen. So you're right. I wish I'd have done it sooner, but at the same time, stepping stones along the way. I think things work
That
out.
job was very necessary.
Yeah, that job was necessary.
Yes.
And I won't never bash that job because it got us to where we are. Although that job, I couldn't have done that the rest of my life. That job was going to kill me. So unbelievably stressful. So dirt racing, my goodness, y'all have been so kind tonight.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so very much. Says congratulations there. So Crystal says maybe Andrew won't be hogging your tractor now, Tiffany. Yep. She's already hitting me up about driving the big John Deere. She's like, now that I'm home, I can start doing some pasture mowing. And I was like, you're exactly right.
AC, listening to music.
Yeah, that's exactly right, man. I can continue to work on some DIY stuff and stuff that y'all might want to watch. Let me bump this camera up here because it is getting a little dark. All right, so let's go on down here. You have worked harder in the social media than you have cutting down trees for the state. You have worked. Oh, yeah, you're exactly right. You're talking about, yeah, for my last job right there.
Yeah.
Absolutely have. Although I worked my last job pretty hard, but this one, I've realized a long time ago, you get out what you put in it. So you better wake up every day and push yourself and work hard. Okay. Which one was it? There was another one there. I didn't miss another donation, did I? I want to make sure I get everybody noticed here. Maybe I still got to go down a little further. So Perry says, I know you've made accommodations to cool the pool, but have you ever considered the felt needed to heat the pool? I've actually got, remember on that list I was telling you about 40 to 60 cool projects I want to build. I actually have a really good idea in mind for a pool cooler and a pool heater that I hope to one day get to, because it's going to be a really cool build. I'm trying to eventually get the channel towards some of this cool stuff so we can see more rapid growth and make the decisions that we just made, and then do bigger and cooler projects. So for sure, that kind of stuff's coming. Aren't you? So, question: aren't you forgetting to show us yet another Fisker's cool tool? Surely there must be another one. So, I didn't show off some that Mikey sent me last week, but we talked about them on last week's live stream. But no, I think he has finally run out of Fisker's products because he's only sent me about 35, and I think I have everything that they own.
You
Now,
probably do.
yeah. Now, what I will be doing is I have a shop full of new Fisker's tools still in the wrapper, and after I get done this big pit, I'm probably going to take a day and do like some review videos for our review channel. If you are interested in little 3-minute product videos like that, I like to make them over there. So yeah, I still actually will be showing some of this stuff off right there. Tired Gardener says we lost you. We're back.
Yeah, there was a couple comments like that,
Lost
but
the audio.
so I don't know what's going on.
Boy, I'm so far behind, y'all. Hopefully I haven't been yakking for the last 10 minutes and y'all haven't heard anything that I said. I apologize. Eventually, we're going to get this fiber with a really solid connection. Maybe that's part of what it is. Internet's looking really good. Speeds are looking good, but it could be a little bit of my latency issue that I'm having with the cellular internet. Maybe that's part of it. That's not uncommon for us to have a little bit of that during the week. So I think y'all are all saying that we're back right here. So let me go up. I want to recognize some more people there. I just seen another super generous donation. Y'all. Josh says, new excavator or skid steer fun. This one may take a while. Oh boy, Josh, don't get me started there. I want a mini X so bad I can't stand it. It's one of those things you want and I can justify with all these projects. But when you look at the cost of them, can I really justify it? I don't know. That's one of them things.
There is renting options.
There is renting options. You got to look at it cost X number of dollars and can I make at least that back on content and then some? That would be a smart business decision, right? I don't think I can unless I got some really cool attachments and some videos blew up. But in the future, we will have a mini X here. We 100% will. They're so useful, but it'd probably be a used one, or unless somebody out there wants to sponsor a channel. I mean, hey, we're looking for a mini X. That would be great. I got so many stumps I could do and put a brush cutter on the end and trim up all these trees. Oh, one of those would be a blessing. But Josh, thank you so very much. That is extremely kind and generous. So let's see here. Personal question. Don't answer if you don't feel like it. I won't if I don't want to. We're all open and honest here. What are you going to do about health insurance? So, Glenn, that's part of the big risk that we're taking here. I'm having to buy personal health insurance because it just doesn't exist for social media. And we had to crunch all the numbers and bills. It took us a little while to make the financial decision to bring Tiffany home. We're having to personally pay out of pocket for hers as well. So it just got
not cheap.
Yeah. It just got a lot more expensive to bring her home. It's just the way life goes. Luckily, we were able to shop around, and I think we got some very affordable health insurance that covers us well. Although it's nothing like when you work for an employer and you can get a heck of a discount. So we're having to absorb and eat that. That's just part of it. You got to look at it this way. We're paying less in fuel because she's not traveling, burning the roads up now. So that can help offset some of the the maintenance. They can help offset some of the cost of health insurance and other stuff. But we also don't have that income coming in now too. So it's a huge offset, not in our favor. But we're going to try to work harder on content, make better content, and it should come out as a wash in the end or even better. That's why we're just going to give it a good trial period. But yeah, out-of-pocket health insurance, fun stuff, really fun stuff, because, you know, that stuff's really cheap nowadays. So Pest Hunter says, crabbing videos are big right now. We absolutely do want to go make some crabbing videos. One, they're fun. They do well on our outdoor channel, and I love eating crabs. It's one of the last few things I can eat that I'm not allergic to, that's seafood.
Yep, I got the chicken legs ready for us to go.
All right, so you want me to go put this camera around? Oh, you talking chicken legs down there. I don't know why I'm thinking you cooked chicken legs tonight. You didn't told me.
What are you talking
I don't
about?
know. Y'all must spin the camera around. Hopefully I don't unplug you. If I do, we'll restart a live stream. I got cables everywhere. But Tiffany's going to do a little cooking, and I'm going to keep talking to y'all.
Yeah, so if y'all missed it, we are doing steak bites and smashed potatoes.
Smashed, mashed potatoes.
Smashed.
Smash, mash. Those actually turn out really, really good here on the Blackstone. So Joe says, I come along when you converted your chest freezer to an ice maker, and I've been here ever since. That's actually been a while ago too, now that you think about it. Well, we appreciate you so much for sticking around with us that long. It's been a wild ride. It really has. That ice maker series is what truly showed me there's potential in social media. Like, that blew my mind. But that was also a funny time too. During that blow up time, that's when I was telling her, I was like, if we could make this every month, you're retired, you're coming home, we're done. And then it can literally be 2 months later and you're making about 1/10 of the revenue. And you're like, oh my goodness, what a roller coaster ride. Like, never mind, hold up, we'll get you home later, you know. It's just been so hilarious. I could tell so many stories. All right, so now that somebody says there's an Angelo's Steakhouse in Panama City with a 72-ounce steak. Problem is, Panama City is about 3 hours from us and in a different time zone. But I think there's an Angelo's everywhere. We got a local Angelo's seafood, and there's all kinds of stuff. Sounds like it would be a Italian joint as well. So see here, another person says, come across your video on installing the generator transfer switch, and it's spent the last year binging and learning. I watch all the lives now, and I hate live YouTube. You guys are killing it. Well, Ross, we truly do appreciate you spending your Sunday afternoons with us, watching us and watching the content, supporting the channel. That's ultimately what it's about. So Kim asked, how are your friends doing that lost their jobs at the paper mill? It's been tough. I've had some come by and sit and talk with me. I've talked with a few on the phone. It's kind of like you expect. Some had to make the very tough decision to kind of pack up and leave. Some had to make the very tough decision to let a lot of things go and go get a job that pays about 1/3 the money. Some have had to go driving hour and a half away to find better paying jobs. It's just kind of the risk you take living in this area. But we were just talking about that the other day, like this poor area. It's going to take us a while before we see the impact, but losing the sawmill and then the paper mill right behind it, and that's the biggest industry there is in this area. Y'all, it's sad. I just hate to see the community go through this like this. But I will say, I kind of knew this was going to happen for some of them. Some of them are actually in really good spirits now. They're learning to live on less like we had to do. You start figuring out what's important in life. A lot of them are starting to realize what it's like to be at home in their bed every night instead of working shift work. And I will say, for the most part, majority of people I've talked to, you know, they're a little bitter about it. Why would you not be? But most of them are realizing, you know, I think I'm happier now. I'm healthier now. I'm at home with the kids, not getting calls at 2 a.m. to rush into the mill and all that stuff. So I will say overall, it's been relatively upbeat, but I'm very nervous and worried about all the local businesses and everything else in the community. That's why I've been trying to promote and support some on our videos. And, you know, there's bigger towns near us, and maybe some of these people are willing to come travel to this area for hardware stores and help other people out. It's the right thing to do right now. We've been trying to use a lot of local hardware stores and businesses ourselves, just to help the people out, because it's tough. But we're not the only area to get hit like that. You know, this happens all across the country. But I will say overall, I think everybody's happy they're off of shift work. Sometimes it takes something like that happening to finally force you away from a good paying job that was eating your life up, for you to realize, oh, I can actually breathe now. Yeah, I got to figure out how to pay the bills. But again, the important thing is I'm home with the wife and kids and all that other stuff. We want to see Tiffany run the tractor, says Wade. Y'all probably will absolutely be seeing some of that. All right. Don't forget
I'm nervous about the green one, though. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah. Well, you know, it's only about 4 times the cost of the other one, so don't run in a tree or not. But luckily, we got a big open field for you to go out there and practice around on.
Bullet, you're hanging out in the kitchen under my feet. You better go.
All right. So let's see here. The Fisker scissors, craft cutting wheels for leather. You got the craft cutting wheel of Fisker, don't you? She cuts fabric and everything else with it. And the scissors, I've always heard, are great. All right. See, don't forget about the cork board. I got you. I hear you. And any thoughts on the Ice Maker 3.0? Probably not. I think we have destroyed that series and burned it out. The last time I did the 2.0 build, we got good views, but it wasn't, you know, as extravagant. Not as many views, not as much hype as the last one. So I think we may be done with the Ice Maker series. And by the way, I'm still using that Ice Maker every single day of the week. I fill up a cooler every single day. I kill that Ice Maker, and we use the one out here on the porch all the time. So y'all know me, I'm all about my ice. So Miss Lee, thank you so very much. Y'all have been unbelievably kind and generous tonight. This is insane. She says, I use your Amazon link for all my purchases. Thank you enough. That stuff is extremely important to us right now. And y'all, we had a big Amazon week last week. We're getting, well, what do we got? 2 days left. We're getting close to qualifying for that bonus that I said we would never qualify for. I don't know that we're going to hit it, but again, we still earn all the commissions of y'all going through and buying all that stuff in there, doing your normal everyday shopping. So thank y'all. Oh, thank y'all so much for that. So Justin, I agree with you. A mini excavator would be really cool. I know. I want one. I want one. So have we ever looked at the small business plans for healthcare? I have many friends, a small business group. Yes, I think we did do some of that, but briefly looked into it. Tiffany is really good because she's been in the healthcare field. You know, that's been her career her whole life. So she was really good at shopping around for
And
us.
I will say this too, to be a little personal about it. A lot of these independent healthcare plans that you're applying for, they do underwriting. And I tried to get on with the one that Andrew had, but they denied me for my previous health conditions that I've had, 10, 15, 20 years ago.
Right.
So I had to find one that was not going to do any underwriting, that would just accept my pre-existing and everything, which I think there is some on Marketplace too that you could do, but they were just outrageous as well. So I found a local one for our area that didn't require any underwriting. So that's what I went with.
Yeah. And like
Yeah.
any of those conditions, those surgeries 15, 20
I
years
know.
ago, those are long since been gone.
It's crazy.
Nothing's popped back up, but your history follows you forever and your medical records and all that
I know.
mess.
So sad.
Yep.
Oh, I wanted to show y'all my new favorite seasoning. I used this tonight on the steak. It is so good.
I don't think it's going to focus because it's seeing my face. You mean cow camp is your favorite seasoning? Of course, I don't know who's cash on the night. I've been jumping all over the place with everybody. So can I put a backhoe attachment on the John Deere? Yes, Chris, you can. However, I'm very nervous about 3-point backhoe attachments. That's the one that doesn't have the full subframe and goes underneath the tractor, like the one on our Solus tractor. That's the only way to do it, because there's been a lot of nightmare pictures and videos on the internet. Whenever you put a 3-point backhoe on your tractor and do a lot of heavy lifting, it stresses out the middle of the tractors. And I've actually seen tractors break in half, but it just puts a lot of strain on areas that weren't designed for it. So if you don't get one that's specifically made for your tractor, that has a full subframe mount and bolts up underneath the front, you don't get that support that you need. And let me tell you something, John Deere backhoes are unbelievably expensive. I'd be better off probably going to spend a little more getting a good used mini excavator at that point than buying a brand new subframe mount backhoe. And a mini excavator is 10 times more capable than a backhoe. With that said, a backhoe is awesome. I love that one on that little tractor. It sure beats a shovel any day, as a lot of people say right there. But a mini excavator is far more capable. And I would want one that has enough lifting capacity to handle the big logs down in the wood yard, allow me to pick them up, cut them, has high enough flow to run like a small brush cutter so I can prune these miles of tree lines that we have here. Because don't forget, eventually, my eyes are burning with that. Don't forget, eventually we're going to have cattle out here in a cow fence, and I'm going to need to be pruning limbs. Like a mini X would be awesome for going around and doing all that. So Crystal says, I use your Amazon link all the time. Thank y'all so much for that, y'all. It really does help. Oh my goodness. Northwest Florida boy says good insurance, good insurance is a good thing. His medication is over $1 million a year. Fortunately, I have good insurance. I have heard of a lot of stories like that. Like my mom was recently telling me about just a single medication for somebody that was, it was like several $1,000s a month. Like, how do you expect people to pay for that kind of stuff? That is just crazy. Paul says steak bites. Any certain bull that we've heard about? No. No, y'all. That's turned into a nightmare situation due to some things going on right now. I'm not going to talk about it too much, but we're not messing with nobody else's animals. We just want the thing gone. We're not doing none of that. I know it's fun to joke around about. We just want our stuff protected and that thing out of here and fences fixed so it does not come back. But no, we're definitely not going to do that. So Sharon says, I found you both through Daniel Arms. We're just starting out on the house. Absolutely. And I always want to continue to give Daniel credit. We were back at 5,000 viewers. Mm-hmm. I had just left the mill, which is crazy to do at 5,000 viewers. I don't recommend that. There was basically no money coming in. I was on my last leg, seriously thinking about quitting, going back to my old job. And Daniel from Arms Family Homestead called me up out of the blue one day, or emailed me and said, can I call you? I'm like, yeah, I'll watch your channel. I know who you are. And I didn't know he was filling me out, and wound up giving us a shout out and doubled our channel. Like literally in a week, really almost 2 days, doubled our channel to like 10,000, and it lit a fire under me. And I never looked back. I was like, all right, there's potential here. Somebody believed in me. I needed that little pick me up at the time, and we went for it. And the rest is history, as they say.
I want to talk about the sauce that I'm putting on the steak bites. It's very interesting. I just come up with like wild things in my head, and I'm like, oh, this sounds good. Let
That's
me
why I
try it.
married you.
But I mix soy sauce and W sauce. I'm not gonna say it because Andrew is always like,
Worcestershire.
Worcestershire
Worcestershire sauce.
together, and it actually tastes really good.
Yes. Well, let's try it out. All the sauces you make, I think, are awesome. Mr. Jimmy says basically we hooked him with the deer blind build. Been here ever since. I can see that. Mr. Jimmy's all into that deer hunting right there.
Hey.
All right. So Half Pint says yes. Angelo's and Panacea. I was thinking of Giorgio's and Tally. Both are amazing. I don't think we've ever ate Giorgio's, have we?
No, we haven't.
Do they require suit and tie? Not interested. But if it's a really good place in Tallahassee.
I've wanted to try that. I've actually wanted to try Giorgio's.
Well, then oh yeah, I remember this time.
Yep.
I know right where that's at. Okay, yeah. I know right where you're talking
I'll
about.
have to go look at the reviews, look at the menu, do my research.
Yep. She's just like me. I get more excitement out of like we got a big project coming, or I'm going to buy a mini excavator or something. I get more excitement out of researching stuff than usually owning it or buying it. And she gets so excited about Yelp reviews or looking at the menu and everything else. Like that's her thing. She's a foodie all day long, and she just loves looking into that stuff. So she'll do that all this week. Watch. Josh, again, dude, bro, thank you so very much. He said, pay it forward fun. Thank y'all for that.
Josh.
So y'all, a lot of people have forgot about that, but our area took a huge hit a while back. Again, the 2 different mills closing, and then the major hurricane hit right after that. And you would be shocked. Y'all were so kind and generous to us, but y'all were so kind and generous to our community, to people you don't even know. We had a lot of people reach out, some privately and some on here, and literally just ask us to pay it forward to the community. What an awesome thing to do. And we actually blessed and helped several people out due to y'all's generosity. Like
we'll keep doing it.
We absolutely will.
We're always looking for people. It's kind of hard now that we're home.
Yeah, we won't go out much, but there's always somebody.
Oh yeah,
always. So y'all are so kind, not only to us, but people you don't even know. I love that about this little family that we always keep calling it. Let me bump this camera up because it's getting dark. Josh, thanks you again. We'll for sure pay that forward. Wish I had a remote for this. I didn't have to keep coming around. All right. Maybe a bit bright. We'll go with that. Oh, that smells so good. That smells really good. Now I'm hungry. So Pest Hunter says, sometimes I miss the chase of my old career, but I do not miss the stress. I'm kind of in the same boat there. I used to have to make like tens of millions of dollars worth of risky financial decisions for the mill. I was over a few departments, had to deal with just problems every day, big projects, shutdowns. Oh man, it was so stressful. But the mill constantly, things happening and being down, and you're losing just thousands upon thousands of dollars an hour, and you got to go figure it out and get it back going. That was stressful, but I kind of missed the chase of figuring the stuff out and planning stuff out and trying to pull something off to the best of your ability. But the stress far outweighed the little bit of fun stuff like that, man. Getting calls at 2 a.m. Come on in, and you might work 18 hours straight while we try to get this thing back up and going. Oh boy, I don't miss that stress at all. But I totally understand what you mean about the chase. So Jordan says, Ice Maker 2.0 is on my bucket list now that we have a boat. Can't wait to build it. Have fun with it. Absolutely have fun with it. She would do the green tractor probably better than Andrew, says Wade. We shall see. All right, looks like Zoe and Eric and all them are jumping off. Zoe, have a good day at school tomorrow. Go get some rest.
All right, about to pull this food off here.
Yes, I'm ready to eat. I'm absolutely ready to eat.
Got these mashed potatoes done.
So Steve says, hey guys, got a black stone and grease pops all over my wood deck. Looks like a huge raindrops everywhere. Do you have any suggestions how to stop this? Yes, get one of those big, it's called a grill mat off of Amazon. Put it down because we've actually been frying over here. First of all,
or this heavy one that we have down here,
or a heavy rubber mat, but those will kind of stay the deck.
Like a stall mat.
So Mr. Donald sent me in a grill mat off of Amazon. We bought an even bigger one over here. It's 4 foot by 6 foot. That should be big enough to help all the grease that's popping off. But grill mats, super cheap. They don't burn, and you can roll it right up when you're done and protect your concrete because grease is so hard to get out of concrete.
And Andrew has a video about how to get grease out of concrete.
Yes, I do. That video did very, very well. When the man lift decided to blow up on my brand new concrete out there when I was working on the house. Boy, that was a stressful day right there. All right, let's see what else we got going on here.
All right, boys, get out the kitchen.
Okay. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up. That's awesome. Appreciate y'all. What's this? Have a wonderful pre-birthday, Tiffany. I guess we get to
Thank
celebrate
you.
twice, which is great, says Crystal. We thank y'all
you
so much.
much.
Yep. All right, let's see.
I'm
here.
gonna plate some of this up.
I was wondering what was going on, Mr. Jimmy. So Josh, if you're still here, seeing that you were getting off, I just unblocked you. Mr. Jimmy kicked Josh off. That happened accidentally. So I dropped my phone. I guess when he was grabbing it, he just started hitting buttons.
Oh,
so Josh, I got you back because I read the message and it was like, "Love y'all got to run." I'm like, "That's pretty sweet. Thank you, Josh." We're not going to block you for that. Occasionally that does happen, y'all. It's no big deal. We'll for sure get you undone. Don't get your feelings hurt.
All right, here's our steak bites and our smashed potatoes.
Oh,
I hope y'all
boy.
can see that pretty good.
That looks so good.
Yes, with my new sauce, which is the Worcestershire and the soy sauce.
Worcestershire. Such a tough word to say. It really, really is. Oh, goodness.
All right, let me put this butter up and I'll come over and help you close it out.
Oh, Mr. Jimmy, it's all good. We're cutting up with you. We know we know we got Josh unblocked. He's a good dude. Accidents happen. I've accidentally blocked people before too. You go after somebody back when we used to get spammers real bad, and you go to block the spammer and you block like one of your everyday viewers, and you're like, "Oh no, I didn't mean to do that."
Chris is saying, please read my last question. Or wait, am I reading that right?
Chris says, please read my last question. Well, your last one was thumbs up, so I guess we're gonna go up and find another one. And then the other one says, I would totally do it. Where's the question?
Yeah, I don't see it. You better hurry up and ask it again.
Welcome, Barry. Before that, okay, way up there. I'm asking for permission so I could put your channel on my race car. You have a race car? I don't see no problem with that.
Yeah.
Have at it. Send me a picture. Sure. Advertise for us. That'd be just fine.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, do it to it.
Yes.
I didn't know you raced. I know you cut a lot of firewood, but I didn't know you raced. And I know that you bowl. You like bowling as well. Yep. Adam says we need to put Mr. Jimmy in timeout. Maybe I should do that. Hey, Cash has accidentally blocked people before too. It happens. So we got him unblocked. I wish Josh was still there, but we got him back. He said he had to jump off. All right, y'all. Y'all have been so unbelievably kind and generous tonight. Thank y'all so much for supporting us. Yeah. Thank you
so much.
Thank you for supporting Tiffany coming home and seeing it the way that we do. This is a blessing, something we do not take for granted. Thank y'all for spending your Sunday afternoon with us, for being so kind to everybody else, for supporting us in all the different ways that you do, watching our content, helping us grow the channel. You truly are allowing us to live a dream. Like, this is so special. I say it a lot, but do not take it for granted at all. So good night. God bless. Don't forget about it. The people, y'all, that have just lost a lot of stuff with these storms. Some have lost their lives. Don't forget about all the people that we have here in the chat. Some are suffering, going through a lot of things. Y'all continue to reach out and support everybody. That's what we love seeing, and we truly do appreciate it. So good night. God bless. We'll catch you on the next one. Take care. See ya.